Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here today. We're going to talk about something really cool. Okay, how do you stay in love? We get married and we feel all these butterflies and we're so excited, especially on our wedding day. But how do you stay in love from your wedding day on and for 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 100 years? How do you stay in love for 100 years? I'm gonna give you one tip that will help you stay madly in love with your spouse forever. Okay, are you ready? First, a story. You know I always have a story. Okay. I was on date night with my husband a few weeks ago. We go on date nights pretty frequently. And I told him something that I hadn't really told him before. And it's a memory that I play over and over in my head. And it's actually kind of a sad memory. I had to have surgery some years ago. And I came out of the anesthesia, and is that right? Anesthesia, the stuff they give you to knock you out, anyway. And they couldn't give me any more medication. And I was in so much pain. And I said to the nurse, can you give me something? Can you give me something? She's like, no, they've given you the max of what you can have. I'm like, okay, then just get me my husband. Just give me my husband. And my husband, they snuck him in the back and they brought him in the recovery room. And he came and he held my hand. And I remember being in so much pain that I was shaking. And he held my hand. And it made the pain, I could handle it with him there. And then when we went home, I think it was like a week later, whenever it was, I got out of the hospital. And I remember I was really not feeling well and I was in bed and I was still recovering. And I remember he sat in our bed with me and he let me lay my head on his shoulder and I just went to sleep and he stayed there for hours. And during our date, I was reminding him of this memory that I have. And I told him that it's something that I play in my head about him over and over and over. And I'm getting emotional just talking about it right now. And that's the thing. These are the kind of things about my husband that I think about. Yeah, I could be thinking about the shoes he left, or when he was a little grumpy with me the other day, or something he said that I didn't like, or whatever. I could think about those things, but instead I think about all the endearing things I love about him and how that makes me feel. And now I'm going to read a verse and then I'm going to tie it all together. In Ephesians 4, I'm sorry, not Ephesians, Philippians. I'm in Ephesians so much that I thought I was going to Ephesians, but no, we're going to Philippians. Philippians, not Ephesians. Philippians 4, chapter 8 says, finally, brethren, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is of good repute, if there is any excellence and if anything worthy of praise, let your mind dwell on these things. That verse is never more true than in marriage. We choose what we dwell on. We choose what we let our minds think about. We choose how we decide to frame our spouse. Anytime I'm frustrated with my husband, all I have to do is think about that one incident of how he treated me after my surgery, and I fall in love with him instantly just by thinking about that memory. So this is what you do. You think about the things that you love about your spouse. You think about the endearing things they've done for you. You think about the times where they made you feel really, really special, and you dwell on that. Now, there's so much more to staying in love than just that one tip, but that's a huge tip. And if you subscribe to my channel and you hang in here with me, there's going to be more videos on how to stay in love forever. So if you like my channel, hit like on this video, subscribe, and I also have a book, From Me to We. Go pick up a copy, and there's a lot of really good tips in there. And that's it for today. So you have a fantastic day, and if you're married, go home and love your spouse.